Good morning, Entertainment Daily lovers. Yes, we've just been so busy and I've not been able to come in here to update you. So I will try my best to drop the all of the saga that is going on. A lot has actually happened, and we will start covering them. Now, right now, we're going to listen to Justin Dean, a video he did. Right now, it will be some hours ago, but he did it yesterday, my time. It was in the night, so I wasn't able to come in after he finished his live stream to comment, analyze it. So that's what we are most definitely. What's that? That's what we are going to get right into right now. Sorry, let me take this volume down. I'm trying to get to Justin's page so we can actually do this review right now. Where's his name? Where is his name? Okay, let's find the stream. Okay, so right now it is 12 hours ago, and Justin titled this live stream and he said, "Why I broke my silence." Now, I will quickly say this at the beginning. Now, when this saga started, when Stoney and Dawn came out and talked about how they are going to be exposing Cora, you're welcome if you're just joining. Good morning. How are you doing? Good morning, my time. Some of you might be evening, night, and all of that. Good morning. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. If you're watching us here and you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on notification, and share. Please share. Now, if you remember, if you've been here on Entertainment Daily with us for a while, then remember when Justin joined this saga, you know, I had said this could really be because we know that Justin was stuck in around 900 and something thousand subscribers for a very long time. Okay. And he just recently clocked a million, right? I think right around when Cora was clocking 12 million, if I'm not mistaken, or 11 million was when Justin finally clocked 1 million, because Cora had celebrated and he made a big deal out of it, talking about he has also hit 1 million. He didn't celebrate, of which he did celebrate later with his daughter. Why am I saying this? Justin knows that he went from 9 million something to 900,000 to a million. So there are new set of people that he got that does not know what is going on, that does not understand the saga. The same way he was able to bring in the foolish Don and foolish Stony into this whole drama and convincing them that Cora is guilty. That's why you hear them talking and doing all the whole nonsense. Okay. Now, Justin, yesterday, yes, this is April 2026, okay? 2026 April, all right? And Justin is talking about why I broke my silence. Justin is the same person that came out, for the benefit of those that just started following the story. Justin came out and said I was divorcing Cora. From the first day in 2022, he started talking. Nancy came out and said, "Hold on, let's settle this in private." He said no. He kept tweeting. Every Nigerian blog, you will find Justin bashing Cora, telling his stories. Every year, Justin did a series of episode, part one, part two, part three, episode one, episode two to episode 20. He still did that last year, where he did about 12 or 15 episodes last year, 2025. So what silence are you breaking in 2026? You have done that consistently for the past 4 years. So I will play this and I will allow you people to listen to Justin come out and lie to convince people that do not know what is going on. Very many. Hey, from South. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's the time where you are? What's your time? Here it's morning. Over here is morning, morning, morning. Okay. Hello, Ruka. So let's get right into Justin breaking his silence.
Tuesday, I just finished up my morning rounds, and then we're talking today about why I broke my silence, and an apology to the positive, like emotionally healthy and supportive people that just want to be engulfed in positive
Oh,
content.
10:30. It's 11
and
here
the
in
kind
the
of content
morning.
I make with my kids, the clinical content that I've made over the years, and just in general. Like, I apologize thoroughly to the people that are not about the drama, not about the negativity. I don't want any part of this life that is currently going on, but it's getting to the point where I can no longer avoid it, and being silent is a hazard rather than a virtue.
Do you people see and understand the manipulation? Oh, I can no longer be silent. Being silent is a hazard. Now, if you're just joining Justin, you will really think that Cora is the one that has been talking and doing all of the bashing and all of that. So Justin is strategically trying to gain more people that will continue to hate on Cora, the way he successfully recruited Stoney and Don. And you can hear them defend Justin every day. It's now no longer about proving that Cora stole their music. It's about defending Justin. Oh, Justin is the innocent one. Even Don, which we will review his own after we finish this Justin's this review. So Justin is trying to convince more of his people, and also something I noticed in his comment section, that's how you know that majority of the people are new and they don't know the story. People are pushing for him to go to court and try to get full custody of the kids from Cora because they said Cora is a bad mom. He also posted about it yesterday. I reshared that on Facebook. I don't know if I've reshared it here on YouTube. If I have not, I'll check out, then I'll share it as a short. The posts that he made. I'll just combine all of them and post them as a short here. So Justin knows that he can easily convince this set of people, and this will be a new set of people that will go and terrorize Cora. Now you know that it is countdown to Cora's album dropping, right? Allah drops on the 10th of April. And Justin is coming out, what, the 8th of April to put this type of nonsense live stream. Talking about I can no longer be silent, when we can actually pull up, like we don't even have to talk too much. If you go down, we started following this story from the beginning. Any video that is not here on Entertainment Daily, I will have it on trend. From the beginning that he started this nonsense was when we started following this story. So every year you can actually bring out a video where Justin is saying, I'm breaking my silence, multiple times in a year. And yet people stand to defend this kind of despicable human being.
So
I'll let you all listen.
I just figured I'd get on here and kind of explain why I'm talking now. For those of you that are new, I am a chiropractor here in LA. I am former team doctor of China, worked with 5 professional sports teams, excuse me, and a mobile chiropractor here in LA to the rich and famous. Not that that's a brag, but it is a testament to my skill set. So why am I talking? When I was silent for 2 years, then I defended myself against lies. Then I got tired of it and was just like, okay, I don't want to participate in this anymore, even though she's lying. And then I was quiet for the last year, and then I started talking again. Some of you are asking why, and obviously you guys are seeing all the negativity in my comment section. A lot of that's intentional. I'm provoking them. For me, it's a little game. But it's why? Why am I talking? Well,
Fuel Pass με τη Snappy. Επίλεξε την ψηφιακή κάρτα Snappy για το Fuel Pass στο vouchers.gov.gr και πάρε το μέγιστο ποσό επιδότησης. Θέλεις περισσότερα?
That's his advert, sorry. Trying to multitask. While I let you all listen, I want to be also doing other stuff.
At some point, in general, let's just say in general, if somebody started
Just let me know if you can hear
against you, it is generally best to keep quiet. Send them legal notices, that kind of stuff, and just deal with it off.
He said if somebody starts a smear campaign against you, he started a smear campaign against Cora, not the other way around. There are videos of even his own #1 blogger, Lolo, supported Justin the way that nobody, in terms of blogging, insulting Cora and her family, no other person could match the energy. Lolo was live every day and night, bashing Cora, Cora's father, the whole family. When the both of them fell out, what did Justin say about Lolo? After Lolo finished supporting him, just because Lolo started making money from it, and Lolo was no longer giving him all the money. Maybe that was their agreement. You see, when you dine, when evil meet evil, they are bound to betray each other. He came out and he started saying that Lola was making a lot of money from him, and Lolo is a scammer from the country of a scammer and all of that. Lolo came out. What did Lolo say? Lolo said, you are a wicked man, evil man, despicable human being. That is his number one blogger. She said, you're so wicked, you're so evil that you deserve to go to jail. These are Lolo's words. Said you deserve to go to jail. That people are feeling sorry for your children, and then you, I don't know why they said they're feeling sorry for the children. Nothing is wrong with the children. Only when the children are with him, that's when their life is in danger. That he was drinking. It's still people from side that it's still them that exposed him, that he left his daughter upstairs, went downstairs in a hotel to go and be drinking, left her alone in the room. His nanny Jeba exposed him too, that he left the little one in the bathtub filled with water overflowing in the whole toilet and the whole house. Justin entered the car and drove off, left his daughter in the bathroom in water, endangering the life of his children. But now he's talking about somebody starting a smear campaign, and some people cannot even do a little bit of digging. Every video and everything you need on the internet, all you need to do is type in Korah and Justin saga. You will find all the old videos from 2022 till date. And you can tell between the both of them who is bashing who.
Camera and, legally behind the scenes. That is the way. Unfortunately for me, I pretty much spent all my resources in maintaining the title of dad and defending myself against allegations galore, which is what many men across this country face all the time. And I won that battle, but in the end of it left me pretty in a financial place that was not like before. And so I've consistently had to downsize my life. So I don't have the financial resources to be fighting legal battles all the damn time, nor is it any fun. Nobody wants to do that. It's just negativity. Right. So why am I talking now? Well, first off, how did I first come into contact with Dawn and Stony? Well, I actually reached out to Dawn after they had already started talking and telling their truth about their experience with her, which is the same experience that everyone has, essentially, at this point. And I reached out to him and I was like, dude, be careful. This girl will straight up say you essayed her, you did this or that. She has no remorse, pretty much no soul left when it comes to what she'll say on the internet to protect her image. So I was like very concerned that she would say something like that, to be honest with you, because that's just the kind of human being she is, unfortunately. And unfortunately, the legal system, there's no consequences against women making allegations. Even when proven false, there's no accountability, no legal consequences, other than defamation. And defamation stuff is just a long, drawn-out, expensive process that oftentimes really doesn't really solve the problem. So, how do I solve this lying person that's using emotional sympathy to, actively try to sway people's opinion of me, gain money, and, just make it, how do I stop this from a long-term perspective? Because you can think of it from a short-term perspective, it's just making it worse. Absolutely, it's making it worse. In a long-term perspective, I think it's going to make it better, because unlike previous times when I've spoken and pretty much disproven lies with her own words, which is really easy to do because she films everything and she can't keep her stories straight. It's really easy to do. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm fully committed. I'm here 100% every day, holding my ground, 10 toes down, and confronting the lies and tell the lie, and telling the lie is more painful than telling the truth, or just not speaking about me at all. So, when you're dealing with a narcissistic or toxic human, the very worst thing that you can do is tell the truth. That's the worst. There's nothing worse to somebody that's a manipulative, toxic person than telling the truth, because it exposes the mask. It exposes who they are. So I will continue until the lies stop. And also I'll continue until my daughters are just not being mistreated anymore. And and many of you are like, why don't you just go to the courts? They're not helpful. They're truly not. It's probably a political issue. I don't know, but it's truly not helpful. So I'm doing the best with the cards that I'm dealt, and the cards that I'm dealt are what you see before you. And I guess this was God's plan for my life, because I'm strong enough to withstand it, and I am articulate to speak it, and I have the endurance to continue on. And in previous times when I've spoken, I would get tired and I'd be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I think people understand. But the problem is the lies continue and keep continuing, that eventually there's a new host of people that believe the lies because they haven't seen them debunked. And eventually what I would really like to do is just not even, I just want to make content related to helping people with their back pain, neck pain, that kind of stuff. And that's fairly difficult to do when
this man is such a liar. You're welcome. If you're just coming in, please, I'm multitasking, so I'm not pausing so much to greet you all. Please, you're welcome. Please like the live stream and share, okay? Like the live stream and share.
There's, these crazy people in the comment section at the instruction of, of other people. If other people are acting,
I feel I have found the secret to getting through a very busy day, and that is the Starbucks protein drink with coffee. I came in from the early shift and at work completely wiped me out, but I still had so much to do. Now, if your days look anything like mine, you need to go grab yourself one of these drinks. They are so convenient, and they literally have 20 grams of protein.
Actively gaining together to come and harass you. It's pretty hard to make content that is, helpful, resourceful, which is what I used to do. But in the end, people...
The man has no talent. The man does not know how to do anything. Even the chiropractor work, he doesn't know nothing about that. Okay, that's why he cannot do any educational content. Okay, and how many times in a year, I can bet you, since 2022 till this 2026, every month Justin will come out and tell you, okay, I'm putting this whole thing behind me, and now I'm going to start doing educational content. Every 5 minutes, Justin is announcing educational content, and then the next thing he goes back into bashing his ex-wife. I just wonder why people are not asking, and when I mean people, I mean these people that are supporting him. Why did you come out again after doing your full episode in 2025 and saying that after you do those series, you're going to put everything behind you and move on? Why did you insert yourself in Stoney and Dawn's saga with Cora? You started feeding them with lies that they're now, running with. And now, April 2026, you're telling your story again. And still talking about somebody, spreading lies about you. You are the only person moving around with propaganda and all manner of nonsense.
Be even people just asking simple questions.
The man is sick.
Mostly the Nigerians in the chat group would start harassing people and that kind of stuff. And I'm to the point now where it's I'm ready to step.
The one that went and recruited bunch of white old jobless women to come and bully Cora, and they try to see how they can influence the immigration in the US to see if they can deport Cora. The one that created another private WhatsApp group where he had people from all race. It could be white, black, green, purple, Asia, anything you are, you could join, and all was to how to bring down Cora and make Cora's life miserable, calling CPS back to back, calling people that were doing collaboration with Cora. Anything Cora was doing, they are out there to destroy. Even the place Cora is living, they reached out to her neighbors. There is nothing Justin did not recruit a bunch of people. There are still evidences of these things I'm mentioning. All their WhatsApp group chats, those that left when it was getting to a point where it was becoming criminal, where they could get, arrested. Some of them started pulling out and started exposing him. But yet, Justin comes out and talks about, how Nigerians are dragging him, the reason why some Nigerians even opened their mouth to speak is because when they were talking about how Cora was dressing scantily, skimpily, and all of that, showing her body, Justin was the one defending Cora. So after the money was no longer coming, and people were like, okay, wait a minute, when we were saying this she's doing, we don't like it, you were jumping and screaming and defending her. So why are you now criticizing her now that both of you are divorced? Something is not right. And now you want to insult the whole Nigeria. Now the whole Nigeria is guilty. But when some Nigerians were pointing out to you that they did not fancy the way Cora was dressing, you were defending her. So what changed? And that question, he was never able to answer that question. When you ask Justin, what changed when you were defending Cora to now? He cannot answer because, of course, what changed is he had no access to the money anymore. He had no access to the money. After divorce, you have to get a new account. You have to set up yourself if you were doing joint everything with the husband or the wife. At the end of the day, after divorce, you all have to go your separate ways, and everybody have to have their different account, their different apartment, their different everything. So you would not have that access to all those things you used to benefit. He's here, yapping.
My ground. I will stand my ground here, 10 toes down.
4 years
10
later,
years if I have to.
you're still bullied
I don't care.
your ex-wife. Shame on you.
I'm done being abused. I'm not a doormat. I'm not going to allow this to continue. And
He's
I
the
will
one
continue
abusing
on
his ex-wife.
until she stops. And I know she watches my content.
Yeah, well,
so
he said she watches it.
I'm literally telling the strategy so that it's known, because
Do you know what another funny thing is? Justin keeps accusing Cora 4 years now, because they started their divorce thing from when their little one was born, when Athena was born. 4 years now, Justin keeps mentioning that Cora is recruiting bloggers to come and defend her. Cora is recruiting bloggers to come and look at the people he recruited. How long did they last? Look at the people that are defending Cora. You will know that Cora will not be able to pay anybody to defend her. You can tell the difference between the people that stand for him and the people that are standing for Cora. He keeps saying Cora is paying people because that's what he is doing. Narcissists are always good in accusing you of what they are doing. That's exactly what they will do. They will accuse you. What they're telling you that you're doing, know that that's exactly what they're doing. He has not been able to post one screenshot, one voice note, one email, something to prove where Cora is sending message to a blogger and saying, oh, take, this is what to say, this is what to do. If Cora was working with bloggers, do you know how many secrets of this man would have been out? Do you know what Cora knows? Do you know what Cora is sitting on? But he has already shared all of that. His voice note when he was talking to a blogger and telling the blogger to blackmail Cora and lie to Cora that the blogger has Cora's nude photos. All of that came out. If Cora would move the way Justin is moving, Justin will be in jail already.
People will see for what you are, and it's not cool to instruct your mob, your cyber mob, to go and harass people's family members. I mean, that's essentially what started our friendship. My friendship with Dawn and Stony is we got to, we just got to talking, and it's pretty much within weeks. It's like a playbook. It's like a playbook by this cyber mob. Within weeks, their entire families were harassed. rumors about their family members being street and drug addicts and all this stuff, and people reaching out to everyone they know, trying to get dirt on them, trying to find past relationships, trying to find ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends willing to tarnish and trash them. It's like a playbook. It's like as soon as someone like, hey, how she treated me is not okay. It's like the cyber mob comes out and is like, all right, here's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna parade their page with harassment and scare them away. Then if that doesn't work, we're gonna harass their mom, their dad, their sisters, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna go through their friend list and we're gonna find everyone they've ever known, and we're going to speak badly about them. I mean, I have people reaching out to me sometimes from I haven't spoke to in 20 years, like people I went to high school with, and they're like, dude, why is this random Nigerian reaching out to me trying to dig up dirt on you from when you were 15 years old? So and when you're dealing with that kind of evil and you're dealing with that level of obsession, you can't ignore it, unfortunately. When somebody's just trying to yab on the internet and try to get your attention or try to cause drama, whatever, that's just normal social media drama. These people don't do that. They will try to destroy your entire existence simply because you told the truth.
He will do everything in his power to bash Korra, bash Nigeria. Oh, it is always Korra and Nigerians reaching out doing this. He will not point out that this is what he's doing. I just want you people to know, okay? Or just go to Google, type in the behaviors, the patterns, the mannerism of a narcissist, compare it to Justin and see if he doesn't check all the boxes. You see, all these things he's accusing Nigerians for and he's accusing Korra for is what him and his headless chickens are doing. Digging up, looking for people's information. Now Don and Stony has already joined. They are looking for people that are not even hiding. Looking for bloggers, standing in front of police department and snapping pictures and posting and threatening bloggers on Facebook that they are going to find them, they're going to sue them, they're going to take them to court. You're going to sue them that what? You came out to insult somebody else and someone matched the energy, you want to go to court. Okay, take it to court. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see how Stony too can come out and prove that Korra was bending over and seducing her father. Let's see how Stony and Don can come out and prove that Korra said he was going to take them on, both of them, on 2 different occasions in Don's home. All of the nonsense that you people have said, she stole your music, you still have not posted any evidence. Instead, you're defending Justin, and Justin is here lying through his teeth.
About your experience with a human being. And that is a bully. A bully is someone that is truly unhappy on the inside.
He's describing
rather
himself.
Than work on themselves, they pick on people, usually what they perceive to be smaller than them. Like, we all know the bully at the playground, right? We all know the bully at the playground. You know, the one that their parents are going through a divorce or their parents are abusive or whatever, so they lash out at other kids on the playground and, they'll make fun of them, push them down, like all that kind of stuff. The classic bully that we know from school. That's this with a bunch of grown-ass adults. It's crazy. So, and honestly, truthfully speaking, I'm like, you guys are in my comment section being like, I hate you, you're sick, you're a
nobody is telling him that they hate him. Nobody, who is going to waste their time and energy and everything to go and be telling him, we hate you. People are telling him to knock it off. It is just obvious you're doing too much. You are just a fake ass. That's what it is. You are a big fat liar. Somebody that will lie in the face is like, even in that's an insult to the people that are even following you. They know that what you're telling them, you're lying to them. They are tired of hearing your lies, and they're telling you, knock it off and create the content that you promised us you're going to create. Even that he cannot do. He only comes out and is, I apologize to the people that who or what is stopping you from doing the proper content that you're supposed to be doing. You know, get ahead.
Face, you know, like I'm literally laughing at you. Like I'm literally like, you are a child. Like it's to the point now where my skin is so thick, and you guys coming on my page, to me this is a big ass social experiment. It really shows to me, which I am not exposed to in my everyday life, the general psychosis of social media, especially on this particular app. It's not as bad on other apps because they actually enforce their community standards. But on this particular app, the psychosis of the masses is shocking. You know, it's like the general pulse and heartbeat of the world on this app is just very toxic and negative. And it's, I don't know what it is about it, but it is crazy. So, well, Shante, and in we laughing at you. In we laughing at you. Shante, you're in me laughing at me? God, see? Like, some of these people, I really don't know how they have the intelligence to wipe their own ass. Like, it's shocking.
Καλώς ορίσατε στο Τόλμησέ το. Γυρίστε το τροχό και ώρα για δράση. Μη σου πέσει. Μάντεψε. Τι είπε.
Oh no, his
Σοκάρι.
advert again.
I think you're broke and just need content for money. That's a very interesting way of thinking. If I was broke and needed content for money, would I not be online all day, every day, filming everything? You know, maybe I'd show you a little nipple here and there. Like the gross cognitive dissonance is shocking. Like, no, I'm not on here because I need money. How much money will this video make? Enough money to buy this water. And I live in LA. That's not very much money. So, you know, it's like I'm cussing on here. I'm saying whatever I want because I want to. And I know that affects how much ad revenue I get from my page, and I simply don't care. Whether I make $1 on this page or $10,000, which I haven't made $10,000 on Facebook in years and years. Whether I make $1 or realistically $1,000, maybe it's inconsequential money because it's just not important to me. I only need to see 2.5 patients, and I made $1,000. I charge $3.50 an hour. Like, I really don't need to work that much to pay my bills. And in fact, in my work, if I'm busy, I could pay all my monthly expenses in 3 days of work, which is by design, so that I can spend more time with my kids. Like, I'm not trying to work all the time. Sometimes I am, but I'm trying to actually spend as much time with my kids and emotionally invest in them as much as possible before the age of 8 years old. From 0 to 8 years old, those are crucial years of bonding. When you're going to spend the most time with them, and when you can instill the most emotional regulation, self-worth, all that kind of stuff. Which is why I get pissed off about, my kids being forced on the camera and being shamed if they're not. This is all science here, right? You guys can be like, oh, your opinion's worthless if you don't know the science. Cora Biddy doesn't talk about you. She just accused me of hiring a hitman 2 days ago. Like, literally accused me of hiring someone to spray acid on her face, which was nail polish remover. If I was to hire someone to do that, why the hell would I tell them to use nail polish remover? That's not, it doesn't make any sense. And speaking of not making any sense, if she was so worried about me and was like, he's violent, he's such an abusive man, why has she been online actively harassing me for half a decade?
You can imagine that she's online half a decade. You cannot find anywhere where she's talking about him. He's the one dragging, making all manner of accusations and everything. So it's not even about Cora talking about him or Cora not talking about him. Cora does not talk about you. You're just the one spending all your time speaking about somebody that does not speak about you because you cannot mind your business.
Was truly such a threat, she would not provoke me. And she's doing exactly the opposite, coming online and provoking me. And she's actively destroyed 2 of my businesses for fun to make herself feel powerful, like a bully on the playground. And I did nothing. I didn't come to her house. I didn't knock on her door. I didn't do anything. It doesn't make any sense. And women that have actually been in abusive relationships know that you're not going to provoke, harass, and assault an abusive man. You're not going to do that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So make it make sense to me. I'm surprised my chiropractic board hasn't contacted me. What am I doing wrong? I'm defending my character, my reputation from lies. That this is not against the code of conduct because they can see what is going on. And what is going on is a terrorist cyber mob organization that is actively harassing me. Why would I get in trouble for defending myself from lies that are harmful to my reputation? Right? Like, I don't work at a hospital. I have my own business. So, like, it's like I'm an upstanding citizen in all regards. So, like, if they want to take away my license for defending myself, then so be it. But I'm not going to be harassed for the rest of my life. I'm just not. So yeah, what would you guys, tell me this. Many of you were like, oh, you're a woman, you're talking. You're a woman, you're talking.
Hello, Rosin, Patricia said his home place is not Midwest, not the South of the US. Whose place are you talking about? Who? Because we're not talking about locations of people's place. This is just Justin ranting.
Or you're saying heal. What is it that you guys expect me to do? What would you do in my situation? You have a voice, and you have a group of...
He's asking, what would you do in a situation? You came out screaming you wanted to divorce Cora. File for divorce, you did not file for divorce. Now, she went and filed for divorce. She didn't speak about it. You came out announcing it. After you finished ranting that first time in 2022, you should have just moved on. That's what everybody's saying. Move on. She's not talking about you. She never came online. She never granted any interview. You've granted several interviews. You have spoken. Even now with Dawn and Stone in 2026, you've continued to tell the story. Move on. That's what you can actually do. She is not speaking about you. You were the one ganging up with all the people that know her, ganging up with people that she had had some kind of interaction or working connections with. That's exactly what you are doing. And it does not make any form of sense. You're not the first person to divorce. There are lots of people that divorced in that same year that you and Cora divorced, and they're not out here every 5 minutes talking online. No, Patricia, you misunderstand. She was actually greeting, and she was talking about where the person was talking about themselves, not about him. The person said hello from the south, like you can say hello from the UK, hello. Because when I came in, I said, I asked about the time where people are watching me from, and when when I came in the beginning, just before you came, I said good morning, and I said my time over here, and I asked people that are watching me to tell me where they are watching from. So that was the comment you saw. She wasn't referring to Justin. She was talking about herself.
Actively out smearing your name and doing everything in their power to make sure that you're homeless and on the streets.
No, not about Justin.
Would you?
I was asking the time where everyone is watching me from and where.
Don't harass me until I'm homeless on the streets. Or would you stand up for yourself? Eventually, every single human being would get to the point where they stand up to.
Okay, I think another of his advert is going to play. We'll let her play, and we're going to listen to everything. This is April 2026. Yesterday, Justin did this video. Yesterday, my time, okay, because it was late night, my time. Okay, you're watching from the UK. Nice. You're welcome, Patricia. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everyone that's here. Please like the live stream if you are here.
I think, hope, and pray that my story will help change internet laws to break up cyber mobs and protect people on the internet. And
Justin is talking about his story, changing the internet law and changing. I'm like, yo, are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? What would I hear? He is actually making the internet worse. It's because of people like Justin. That's why they said the internet is toxic. That is the reason why they said the internet is toxic. What the heck is going on? You've been ranting and ranting and ranting and ranting. I'm like, yo, what the heck? If anything, they have to use Justin as an example why people like him should just be shut down immediately. They should not be allowed. There should be a law where after you get a divorce, if you want to tell your story on social media, you say it once and you're not allowed to say it again. If you do it again, it's against the law. They warn you one time, you don't. The next time they block you, and you can never open any this thing on that app. That's what they need to do with Justin, because next year Justin will come back and tell this story again. Just watch out.
If you look at what's going on with Facebook right now, with what's going on in Congress in New Mexico, they're losing lawsuits left and right about not protecting their users. So, you know, it's getting there slowly. And, you know, and that's another minor reason on why I'm speaking, is I'm speaking about my experiences so that maybe things will change and we can make social media a safer place again. Because, you know, social media is not supposed to be for this. It's really not. And I refuse to accept that this is my life for the rest of my life, where I'm just going to like have a hate group against me based on the words of a woman that was disproven in a court of law. It's ridiculous, you know. If I was so bad, why do I have my kids? Right? It's just common sense. If I was so aggressive, why am I being harassed every day, all day? You know, it's because it's manipulating and taking advantage of social norms that's going on right now, real problems that we have in this country and around the world, and exploiting them, and unfortunately making it harder for actual true victims to come forward, because they see people lying and they don't want to be associated with someone that lies, because they don't want to be felt like they won't be believed. You know, it's like people that are being abused, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot to actually come forward and be like, no, I will not deal with this anymore. This is not okay. right? Like that takes a lot of courage, especially like for young women out there. That takes courage. And the fact that there are women on the internet lying for followers, for money, and for sympathy, it is probably the most single destructive thing to actual women that are actually going through that. And as a father of 2 daughters, I am mortified and disgusting. You know, like, so it's really interesting. The women that are on here that defend abusive females. You're saying she doesn't talk about me? It's everywhere. Literally everywhere. Google my name, Google her name, it's everything you're gonna see. And it's constant, unrelenting.
Brenda Peace, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, everyone. Brenda Peace said, greetings, Entertainment Daily. Greetings to you too. And Brenda said, I don't think this man actually slept at night with this magnitude of bitterness. It is going to be very difficult when you have so much. That's one thing. That's why when he or other people talk about, oh, you're just going to hate, people just hate. I always say this. Do you think people going to go through the process of hating you? Do you know how heavy hatred is? So the hatred he has for Korah and the fact that he has, vowed that he would bring her down and he would not stop, and he's been doing that straight for 4 years now. He's actually bringing himself down because the load is too much. Every minute you have to be plotting and planning and manipulating and thinking of how you're going to bring this person down. And because the person's hands are clean, God continued to protect her. God just put everything in place to protect and walk in her favor. Look how God raised people that don't know her from Adams to stand and counter every nonsense that he's saying. Imagine if she would have to do this, she would not be able to do anything else. Without asking, people are speaking on her behalf. All the people that stood for him went there for a reason, and they all had issues. That's why he keep recruiting new people every new year. Give it time, he will also betray Don and Stony. So it is really very difficult. He won't be able to sleep. Forget all these trips he's going on and going restaurants, pretending that he's having fun with his kids. He can't. If he would just remove her from his mind, everything will be okay. But no. It's messed up.
Or it's like a constant environment of creating contention. Even when I see people talk, they talk about the other side, us versus them. Who besides me is thinking about the kids? There is no us versus them. My girls are my priority. So nobody, if this is not a red versus blue thing, and the fact that unfortunately leadership comes from the top, and unfortunately in America here, our political elections has become like a bipartisan system, and it's always us versus them, and it's created a culture that if you're not on our side, you're against us. So if you're not my friend, you're my enemy. And that's just simply not true in any regard. You can have your own opinion without being somebody's enemy. You can have a different opinion on anything and not hate the person because they don't agree with you. That general principle of no longer having intellectual, academic, and just having a safe place for people to express their opinions without it resulting to harassment, hostility, and violence is a fundamental problem in society right now. I mean, let's just look at Charlie Kirk. He tried to foster that with as much as he could, and they killed him. You know, so it's a very, very strange time in human history where we're so divided over stupid things. Really, like what political party you're associated, what gender you are, what's your.
This man doesn't really listen to himself. Brenda P said he's jealous if Okora is screaming. Exactly. He talks about Charlie Kirk, talks about other people. Charity, they say, begins at home. Look at yourself first. Be that example. A woman that you laid with, a woman that you were married with for how long? People had issues. Okay, it didn't work out. So then what? Move on. People do that. Some people were even married for 20-something years. The marriage didn't work. They divorced. They've raised grown-up kids, and they will just go their separate ways. You don't see them coming online screaming, oh, I spent 25 years with this person. I spent 20 years, 23 years with this person. And they just move on. Allow God to deal with evil people. Allow God to deal with betrayal. Allow God to deal with people. Karma will get to people. If that's what you think happened. Move on. But no, you've been bashing, you've been plotting, you've been manipulating, you've been doing everything, screaming, calling her all manner of names, right on social media, right in front of your little children. Telling her you will continue to call her those names until your children turn 18. Your little daughters have repeated certain words on Cora's live stream that she had to correct them. Ask them who said that. They said, Daddy said that. We know that children will not just come out and lie. They will say what they hear. What they see, they say. What they hear, they say. They repeat. So who? Who is the person?
Skin color. These are all stupid things in 2026 to be divided over. It boggles my mind because in my daily life, outside of this little screen and.
Okay, another of his advert. Let's wait for his advert to finish playing. And we'll continue. The man is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Playing the victim when every evidence is online.
I can't relate to it. I can't understand it. And I can't even like wrap my head around it.
He really needs help. I'm wondering why his family is not getting
help. Right. So I love this. Like this man is still in love with this woman. Do you know how toxic you have to be in this situation to think that I'm still in love with a person? Like, I don't get that. I truly, like, it's literally as alien to me as me holding this bottle of water and you trying to convince me, or I'm going to hold this bottle of water and I'm going to try to convince you it's an elephant. It doesn't make sense. You know, like, I wish her well. I don't hate anyone. That's an expensive emotion. Just like Johnny Depp said, it's an expensive emotion. But you can dislike behavior and say it's not okay without actually hating anyone. Because hating someone, that doesn't make any sense either. That means if you hate someone, that means that emotions. And stating that behavior is not okay is a much different thing. So, yeah, I mean, I'm on here speaking, and I'm going to continue to speak until this situation is resolved. And the only way that I can possibly see, because I know the woman, and the legal systems no help. Truly, it's not. The LAPD is completely overwhelmed. is to continue to speak with evidence until the pain of lying is too much to bear. And I'm going to continue on this 100%, because I have a right to defend my livelihood. I have a right to defend my mental health. I have a right to defend myself. I am not a doormat to be walked on. Like, I am a very, very highly functioning human being, and I have worked very hard my entire life for what I have, and I'm not going to let my life be trampled by a Nigerian scammer, which is what this is. Let's just call it what it is. She's a Nigerian scammer. I brought a Nigerian scammer to our shores, and I am responsible for that. I take ownership of that. But, she's coming here and she's scamming people. She scammed me, and she scammed Donna Stoney. When she gets caught in her scams, she uses her army of other scammers to cover up her lies and then go and harass people. The amount of businesses that has been destroyed is shocking that the FBI haven't got involved.
It's amazing. The FBI hasn't gotten involved. He said he brought Nigerian scammer to their shores. Who steals more than the country that he comes from? If Nigeria is a scamming country, America is what? The number one thieves in the world are there. That's where they come from. So went to Venezuela, kidnapped the president. Why did you people go there? To steal some oil. Your president, he can't even hide it. At least your previous president, they can hide it a little bit. This present one, he says it as it is. What did you people go to Iraq, Pakistan, and all those countries, all of where you Iran, to do what? To help fight what? Anywhere you people can steal is where you will find America. No wonder you find their bases everywhere. Every country you find an American base because their job is to steal and cause confusion and sell weapons. So when you see somebody, an idiot as Justin speaking, yeah, get the hell out of here. Go and eat some babies. And allow Nigeria to rest. Go and eat some babies. That's what you're good at. Continue. Go. Join your Epstein and Donald Trump, and you people go eat some babies and do some bad things to some, before you start calling Cora a scammer. Cora is a scammer. Cora is a scammer. She's a scammer, and you've not been able to report her to the law, and they would investigate her and arrest and take her to court. And if she's found guilty, thrown in jail. You're just a foolish nincompoop, idiotic human being. They call Nigeria thunder fire you.
You can't control what she does. No, I can't control what she does. I've had 4 restraining orders on her. I can't control, but I can make a lie hurt with telling the truth. That's it. I'm not going to lie on here. I'm not going to be doing any of that stuff. I'm going to tell the truth with her own voice and till she stops lying, until she starts co-parenting in peace with me, or until she gives me the kids and then just does whatever the hell she wants to do. Whatever. Like, it has to stop. And it's not going to stop until I stand my ground and say, no, this is not okay. And I simply do not accept this reality for myself or my children. That's it. I'm not okay. And, those of you on here supporting, being like, you're the problem, whatever, we're covering up for the lies. You need to look in the mirror and have a little come to Jesus moment. Be like, what kind of person am I? You know what I mean? Because it's really strange to defend, lie, and manipulate for someone that would literally film you drowning and figure out a way to make herself the victim and collect stars from it. That's literally the type of human being we're talking about. So, and look, I know exactly what's going to happen. The lies are going to get more extreme. The narratives are going to get more extreme. There's going to be fake stunts. There's going to be fake marriages. Whatever. I don't care. Like, she's going to continue to try to cover up lies with more lies, because that's what she's going to do. And I'm going to be here every step of the way to point these lies out, and with evidence. I would never just...
Κάποιοι παίζουν γιατί είναι της τελευταίας στιγμής. Όποιος και που
These
παίζει.
adverts again. Let's wait. Welcome if you're just coming in. Good morning. Thank you so very much for joining. And yes, we're listening to Justin's rant again in April.
And until she stops.
Please like the live stream. Give us a thumbs up.
That's all I want. I want this woman and her angry mob to leave me alone. And
can you imagine? He said he will not stop until she gives him the kids. That will never happen. That will never happen. He fought that for how many years now? Threatening, oh, she's going to lose custody. Oh, this time around, look at the paperwork, and he will be flashing. Ooh. And he'll be flashing thousands of papers that he's holding in his hand. Like, look, with all of this, I'm going to win full custody. He will be smiling as he's going to file, or when he's coming back. He will make several live streams showing bunch of papers that they've collected evidence. Oh, where Cora did this, where Cora exposed the kids, where Cora did. And then at the end of the day, he went to the court severally with all of what he said he has collected as evidence. Oh, go to so part in her live stream at so date. This happened to the kids. At another day, this. All of that evidence he took to court, and the judge looked through everything and still tossed it out severally. That's why you people hear him saying in 2026 that she failed 8 drug tests. But the court swept it under the carpet. Where have you seen that a mother would fail 8, not 1, not 2, not 3, and she still has her kids? They did not take the kids away from her. He's been doing everything, and now he just exposed himself, waiting for her to give him the kids. In your dreams, it will never happen. Give you the kids. Both of you are going to... She's comfortable. From what I see, Cora is comfortable having 50-50 custody with him, and that's what it's going to be. So if you're waiting for her to hand over the kids to you, maybe you will be the one handing over the kids to her. Because even if she hands over the kids to you, you will not be able to take care of them. And I also think the reason why Justin wants Cora to hand over the kids so she can also pay, because we just heard that the singer Sia, her ex-husband just won a case of how many, what, 45,500, I be 42,500 monthly child support payment. So I believe when that broke out in the news yesterday, I be the day before, Justin saw it, and Justin was wishing that that could be him getting 42,500 a month from Cora. But it's not going to happen. You already took your $50,000 and you took your $40,000. That's all that it's going to be. $90,000 you took from Cora's hand, money that your whole family have not been able to raise in all of you's generation. But yeah, Cora gave you that. Bravo.
Stop lying about me. Stop harassing my family. Stop harassing anyone that has anything to do with me. And they can go, and if they were actually smart, they would promote her music. But instead, what they are actually doing is destroying her brand by creating a cyber mob. And big corporations, brands, record labels, or anybody outside of social media is going to want nothing to do with that. Nothing. I'm inciting hate. I'm not inciting hate at all. I don't want you. I promise a fish. Never once have I ever said go harass someone. Never once. In fact, I would love for you guys to spread love. If somebody's saying nasty things on here, say something nice. Like, I'm not asking you guys to do anything on my behalf. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to defend my character, defend lies against me, and defend myself from harassment in any means necessary, whether it's on here legally, civilly. Like, I'm done. I'm done with ignoring this and pretending like it doesn't exist, because it's just making it worse. And because nobody's facing consequences, they are emboldened to keep doing so. We already have legal things in place for, I'm not going to reveal too much, but there's already steps in motion to take down the mob and make this place a safe place again. You don't see people supporting me out there telling people to go harass people, because I don't support that. I am an anti-bully. Like, I hate bullies. Really, truly hate bullies. And if I'm here defending myself, I find it truly fascinating when people want to come on here and be like, you're broke. You're white and you're broke. What does that have to do with defending myself from lies? I could be rich defending myself from lies. I could be poor defending myself from lies. What part of, like, this behavior is not okay is such a complicated thing to grasp, you know? Like, you want to insult. Like, that's what bullies do. And I'm the biggest bully. That's not how you defend yourself. Yes, when you're being bullied, you defend yourself. If you're being bullied by lies, you defend yourself with the truth. What else would you do? Please explain it to me. Like, make it make sense. It's fascinating, the cognitive dissonance that I see here. Like, I truly don't even understand how you guys drive a car with that level, with that general lack of cognitive ability. Jealousy of what? I have my own life. I don't want. You think I would want people harassing me on my life based on my words? You think I would want people to go attack people to defend me for lies that I've said? No, those have extreme karmic consequences. No way, man. I'm mad because she has 12 million followers. Oh no! Wow. That's the best you could come up with? Oh, I'm a star. Like, who cares? Jeez. You're probably the same person that walks down the street and be like, I'm cool because I have a pair of Oakleys on. What a superficial existence. That mindset. What about things like authentic relationships, love, showing kindness? What about all those things? Why does the amount of followers that somebody has automatically mean that you're jealous? I do not understand.
This Justin is really a jealous and evil man. Do you understand? Because you're not the first person to get a divorce. People get married 20 years later. Move the heck on. It is over. It is over. There is no need to cry about it, rant about it. You came online. You know, this is the thing with narcissists. They will be the first one to spread the false narrative. They will be the first one to go out and tell all these lies. You came online screaming, I'm divorcing my wife. I'm divorcing my wife, but you did not go to court to file. Then she goes to court to file. Then she divorces your ass. Now she's doing well. Every day you're crying. 2022, you were crying. 2023, you're still complaining. 2024, the same thing. 2025, you did 15 series episode of bashing her parents, her family, her siblings, her country. Nigeria did not rest in your hand. Now, 2026, April, just yesterday, you are crying again. Because you know that she's releasing her music, her album is coming out on the 10th. You recruited 2 people, actually, Stony and Don. They've been insulting Cora since how many months now? Cora is not crying. Instead, she's there on Facebook. That's it. singing, talking about her new book that she's releasing, talked about the album that's coming out on the 10th, and many more things, having fun with her kids, unboxing gifts, doing nice things, and all of that. But yeah, of course, that's not something that you like seeing. Somebody cannot be happy. Everybody has to be miserable like you. God knows how to fight for the innocent. When your hands are clean and somebody decide that, oh, I'm married to this person, I'm going to betray, everything will work against you. Instead of you prospering and going up, when you were married, you were enjoying, you went on trips. She was making the money, you were flexing it. She was creating content on Facebook, earning money, putting it in account that both of you were using. She didn't care. She didn't complain that you were going to Brazil, Kafanchan, everywhere you wanted to go go and enjoy your life, carry women, doing all the nonsense. She did not complain. Instead, you came back, you were screaming. Now she has moved on and you've seen that she's doing well. You're still stuck in 1 million. She's 12 million following. She has 12 million followers following her, viewing her, enjoying her content. You're here crying. Oh, Lala, look how much she made. $85,000. $85,000 talking online. Because you've been crying online since you did not make even $5,000. You were crying. $85,000. All of a sudden, she's a Nigerian scammer. That's the best muscle you can flex. That's the best muscle you can flex. But when you talk about scamming, your country leads in scamming. When it comes to thievery, America is #1. So you cannot, it's not even a debate that you will win. Creating a problem in the world, they are leading. Imagine your president yesterday coming out to say a whole civilization is going to end on Tuesday. Now that country, you want to compare my own, thunder fire you.
I have 12 million followers because I haven't earned 12 million followers because I'm not on social media trying to gain followers. I'm not. So why would I be jealous of something that I actively didn't work towards? You know? Why would I be jealous of something that I don't want? I don't want 12 million followers. I don't even want 1 million followers. I don't even want this whole situation. I don't even want, like, all this nonsense. I don't want any of this. But because this is going to keep going on until something's done about it, here I am. I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I really can't relate to your line of thinking. Who cares if you have 12 million followers? Who cares if you have 1 million followers? You know what I base my perspective of people? Their character, their integrity, how they treat people. You guys see me promoting Don and Stony, and they don't even have, they're like in the teens followers, and I don't care. I'm not out here being like, I'm a big influencer. You need to bow at my feet. I'm doing skits with Don, and he's the king. I'm the Lord. I'm under him. If I was truly cared about followers, I would insist, no, I'm the king and you're the Lord because I'm more famous than you. It doesn't make any sense, and I truly don't, like, it makes no sense. Like, I cannot relate to people, cannot understand, cannot comprehend, cannot wrap my head around something that you would base the importance of someone based on how many followers they have. Somehow that is a reflection of their integrity. How is the number of followers you have the reflection of your integrity? How is the number of followers you have the reflection of your character? If that's the case, then we should elect Diddy for president. You see? Just because you're famous doesn't mean you're a good person. Diddy's in prison right now. He was famous. Look at the people revealed in the Epstein files. Lots of famous people, lots of rich people. So, in fact, if you want to get to the core issue of that of things like the Epstein files is the fact that there's so many people out there enabling their bad behavior, telling them that they're important because they're known or they're rich, and worshiping and idolizing them and putting them on a pedestal just because of a metric like followers or money. And completely disregarding how they treat people, their integrity, how they treat their children, how they treat their dog, all of that.
Imagine a doctor. Have you seen any doctor this useless before? All the doctors I know in my life, they're all busy. None of them have time to sit down and be doing They are busy working because there's a lot of people that have issues that needs doctors' attention, whether you're a chiropractor, whether you're orthopedic doctor, whether you're a dentist, whatever you're doing, like you will be booked and busy, whether you're a pediatrician, they are all booked. They are all busy. Sometimes you even call doctor's office. They will tell you this month we're booked until next month. Until you just, even when you go to the general hospital, like federal hospitals, or you will still wait in line. You will still sit down, wait to see a doctor. This is the first time you will see a doctor that every 5 minutes he's on Facebook. Every 5 minutes, Justin is on Facebook. In fact, I wish I have the time that Justin has, so I can also be posting a lot of bombarding people with content. Every 5 minutes, you're talking about, I am self-employed. Even people that are self-employed are busy. Doctors that are, if you say, oh, I'm a all of those other chiropractors that are also self-employed, if you like, call yourself mobile or whatever, or trekking doctor, they are all booked and they are busy. They don't have time to use 4 whole years to sit on Facebook to be dragging their ex-wife. If Cora coughs, look how she's coughing. She's coughing in the face of the children. Go and report. You have filed all the cases. They refuse to give you the children. They refused. You have actually endangered the life of the children more than her, and you think they're going to give you a full custody of the children. It's not happening. You see that 50-50, both of you going to share it until the children turn 18. So you just have to prepare yourself to be dragging Cora every year for the next 18 years. That's what's going to happen. Nothing else.
Stuff doesn't matter as long as you have these worldly metrics of social superiority. And as long as you are in that mindset of I am better than someone because I have more money or I have more followers, you are a slave to the system. You are a slave in your own mind. Because that stuff, although is helpful, you need money to pay your bills, and you always want to try to achieve more abundance in your life. Having followers is nice because it allows you to talk about something, promote something, and share things that you're passionate about. Those are great things. I'm not saying those things are bad, but I'm saying to automatically assume someone is better than you just because of that, or you idolize them or put them on a pedestal because of the amount of followers, then you are living under, like, I don't know what to tell you. That is probably the worst way to live life that you possibly could live. It means you are living vicariously through somebody else, and you are detaching your own value and your own goals and wishes, and wishing and looking up to somebody and be like, I like that person. They're famous and rich. Let me just follow their lives and pretend, and let me support their let me support, cover up, and completely disregard their terrible behavior, because that's the life that I want to live, and I'm not going to work towards it. You got me on a rant there, but no, truly, it's it is I mean, it is shocking to me that people use the number of followers or money or the size of your foot as an excuse to cover up for terrible behavior. It pretty much summarizes why we can't elect good people, why our laws are like, why there's corruption, all this stuff. It all boils down to people being impressed by and basing the value of somebody based on what they have. It's ridiculous. You need those stuff. It's important. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong. I plan on making a lot of money in this life, but I plan on doing it the right way. And I plan on doing it in a way that it adds value to people. I don't want to destroy anyone. Okay, so you got me on a rant there. Hopefully, some of you that are on here being like, oh, you're jealous of her followers. Play that over and over again in your mind until you realize that as long as you look up to people based on those metrics and think, then you make a direct correlation.
Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. He is just explaining that he's the one that looks up to numbers and numbers and numbers of subscribers and numbers of this. She focuses on what she's doing and doesn't care. Why he said this is because of what Stoney and Don was alleging when they went for an event and they did like, look at me, you know, I'm an influencer, I have 12 million. They did not post any evidence to prove that those statements were made. But because Justin is lying to them, they have to lie and backbite and say, that's the thing with people that gang up and only talk bad about other people. That's the only thing they are good at. They will only talk bad. And that's it, nothing else. So when you hear him speak, you can actually tell that, oh, let me just say as much negative things out there. You see, the truth sometimes might take time to reveal itself because somebody actually came out and lied and you've succeeded in painting somebody to be this kind of evil person behind the scene. But do not worry yourself. Do not worry yourself. Do you understand? Just give it time. The truth will come out.
Between those metrics and supporting bad behavior that you wouldn't do yourself, then, I mean, I don't know how you're going to make it in life, to be honest.
It's almost rounding up. It's 45 minutes rant.
God, you guys are completely missing the point. I don't want her money. I want to make my needs to do is shut her fucking mouth and leave me alone. That's all this is about.
If Delusion was somebody
alone,
she should shut her mouth and leave you alone. Somebody that is not mentioning you, somebody that is not talking about you.
Continue to tell the truth.
Oh,
telling a lie is too painful.
He needs to be in the psychiatric hospital.
Bye.
Okay, so 45 minutes rant was what he did yesterday. Don was also live yesterday. I don't know the nonsense Don was talking about, so we will be back on later to listen to the nonsense that Don is also, spilling out there. Stoney is trying to get a lot of people to follow her on YouTube too, to see whatever she's trying to promote, but it's still not making any sense. And it is really nice to see how Don keeps putting Stoney down, but Stoney keeps supporting. Now, mind you, if you're here now, this is April, right? 8 or so, 7 or 8 of April. Yeah, so today is 8th of April. So Justin did this on the 7th of April. Come next year, 2027, you will see Justin coming out and still telling this same story that he just told now, breaking silence. So every year since 2022, every year he comes out and tell you people that he's breaking his silence for the very first time. He's breaking his silence for the very first time, which is a big lie. And I don't know why his supporters are not questioning him. Like, well, wait, we heard you break your silence last year. All right, anyways, I will see you all later. Bye for now. Take good care of yourself. Bye, everyone.